And to start off the video, we just got ourselves 103 smithing. And we just did our first goblin raid since this video series began, and guess we'll thank Mr. Skypath or Mrs. Skypath for that. Alright, we just got ourselves 20% respect, and let's see what rewards we can do, what rewards we can get. Okay, so we can buy a sword polishing kit, apparently. Let's see. That's the only one that's there. 20% respect, Psalmsmith, that's what's going for, so we're going to buy one. And confirmed. And we just got ourselves a pure essence drop, very nice. And we just killed another goblin flash mob. Alright, as you can see, we sold our second batch of Luminite for just under 4 mil. Alright, so just here I'm killing some revenants in the Fern 3 dungeon. Now, what you want to do is, generally speaking, you want to use magic. If you're fighting some of the higher level enemies, like for example the Hellhound here, the Revenant Vampire, you're going to want to use Asphyxiate on them so they get stunned and they don't eat up to full. In general, you want to kill all of the Revenants except for the top 4. So I think anything that's at the level of Orc, and then, which is like, I think level 84, and then anything above level 84, you want to leave it. Of course, it's going to change with the upcoming combat update that's expected within the next couple months, where they're going to be changing basically how they're going to be changing the way accuracy works for non-necromancy skills. So for necromancy, as you might know, the percent chance right here, it says 100% right here, known hit chance. Basically, it'll just decrease the damage you do rather than say affect your hit chance. So, you know, with necromancy, you don't really splash anymore, and so that's probably going to happen with all the styles, and in RuneScape, at least with the free-to-play styles. So as part of the update that dropped on December 4th, 2023, looks like they made the Winter Scarf and the Winter Hat cosmetics available free-to-play. Right now I have almost no Christmas periods, but each one is going to cost about 2k each, so we're going to start this grind pretty soon. And one of the other major updates today that came was that you can actually shift-click drop your items from your inventory. But you're going to implement this through the settings page, so we're going to go to settings, gameplay, let's go to, let's see, where is it? Interfaces, inventory, and it says shift click to drop items. Hold shift and click items to drop them if they can be dropped. So we're going to enable this. I'm just going to shift click drop all these and just pick them up again. Okay, I just finished on my crafting daily challenge. It looks like since the update earlier today, the challenges got a bit longer. So let's see if they actually added some more XP to that. And yeah, they doubled the XP from them. That's really nice. Okay, so my plan was for the final, I believe, update that I didn't mention. It's basically the update where you can basically right-click any bank. Right here, and you can load the last preset from Banker. It'll basically load the most recent preset you used. Now to get to preset settings, you want to go over here to this little box right here. Click on the cogwheel. And it basically gets you a preset. So we have our cooking preset, ranged, wilderness, back when I was doing some PKing, but yeah, so unfortunately, looks like our emeralds and gold bars aren't buying. It's probably not very surprising because they're probably in very high demand now that skilling is much easier, or skilling with these methods, with this method rather, is much easier and time efficient. But yeah, that's probably what's going on. Alright, so just about to finish up our inventory, and looks like we did. Now if we click back on our load preset, and it gave us a new preset. Okay, so my plan as for crafting is to just check how exactly you set up your inventory for crafting something like emerald necklaces. It's either you can store the gold bars in the metal bank, and then just take a whole inventory of emeralds or gems or whatnot, and then you can craft them that way, or you might have to have like 14 of each in your inventory, and then set a preset to drop both the emeralds and the gold bars. So it's coming up soon. Alright, looks like gold rocks are actually really good money, or relatively good money, at least comparable to Luminite or Runite. We have them at like 892 GP. At level 99, they basically guarantee hit every 1 or 2 swings of the rock. So let's check what price gold stone spirits are. Let's see. Oops, misspelled that. Gold stone spirit. Oh, the spirits are worth like a lot more than the actual gold ore. Okay, so it looks like you can't just have a full inventory of emeralds and store the gold bars in your furnace. Okay, I just want to show this place in free-to-play. It's actually the closest furnace to a bank. Now, if you're smithing, again, it doesn't really matter because it will store your ores and your metal bars, but as for crafting, this is definitely by far going to be your best place. And it's actually the second best place to use a furnace in the game when you're crafting or using something bankable. The first place would be Fortune 3. And our emeralds are slowly buying, so we'll just sell off our emerald necklaces in the GE. And unfortunately, our emerald necklaces aren't falling, I guess, from 10% under GP on the Grand Exchange. And for now, I'm trying to decide whether I want to keep these emeralds in here. I think that because the emerald necklaces aren't selling, and it's going to probably be at least a couple days, maybe a couple weeks before this price is stabilized again, that people are going to be kind of using this heavily. So just bite the bullet and cancel our order. And to close off this video, we're just going to be exploring the whatever the winter event thing is called. Now, get here in free to play by casting the Crystal Village teleport. It's unlocked by default. So if we click that, we're going to tell you in. We teleport right next to this pile of Santa's presents. Now, Santa hasn't come yet as of making this video. Once he does, he'll have some presents for you because, you know, he's Santa. I already talked about the present exchange over here. And then we have our bank chest, which is nicely decked out in colorful, cheerful attire. Then over here to the south, we have basically 3 different scaling methods. So over here, we're making, whoops, not over here, but over here, we're gonna craft unfinished decorations. And then I think craft them on the decoration bench now. So let's see what happens. It'll take a couple seconds. Looking for reviews is sort of buggy, so we're gonna just leave that for now. But basically, you'll get construction experience, I believe, if you're on members, but you can participate in an activity and get spirit as a free-to-play player. Next, we have the crafting of snowballs. Now, this one's really nice because you basically just sit here AFK for the whole 10 minutes if you have Jagged's account guardian, not Jagged's account guardian, but Jagged's accounts. Although you do get a little bit, well, the XP is a little bit slow. But again, it's completely AFK, and you do get Crystal Spirit from it, which you can use to buy the cosmetic rewards. And finally, over here we have the ice fishing spot. Basically, each fish gives about 2.5 times the XP of a snowball, but as you can see here, the frozen fish, I don't believe you can cook them. Instead, you have to kind of put them in the barrel here. And they do take a little bit longer to kind of catch than snowballs do to make, so I would estimate roughly that they're more or less the same XP. Scaling wise. And that's the end of this video. If you liked it, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And hopefully I'll see you on the next installment of Free to Play Completionist.